So LeBron and AD are doing it again. They're back at it. And what exactly does it mean? I mean, if you don't know what it is, have you been living under a rock? It is the trade deadline, which means we need more help. LeBron James, I'm pretty sure in the last 10 years, he's asked for more help at the trade deadline every single year. He's like, our team's not good enough outside of maybe 2020. Like in 2017, they needed more playmakers. In 2018, he just needed help, period. In 2019, we need to trade everybody for Anthony Davis. In 2020, they won a championship. 2021, they need more help. 2022, they need more help. 2023, they got their help. And Rob Pelinka has done everything LeBron James has asked. Rob Pelinka traded KCP, who would be perfect. Maybe not the KCP that's playing for Orlando right now. KCP, Kuzma, and picks for Russ. You wanted Russ, you got Russ. Did not work out. Then you wanted off Russ, and Rob Pelinka pulled the heist of the century and basically traded Patrick Beverley, Russell Westbrook, and a pick to get you D'Lo, to get you Beasley, Vando, and Hachimura. So you got all of these players. You got all of these really good players on your team. And, that got you to a conference finals. You got destroyed by the Denver Nuggets. And then you went and last season, wasn't good enough again. Needed help, but you couldn't do anything because you had to pay Austin Reeves. And had no money to make any trades. Then you wanted to get off D'Lo, so the team gave up 3 second-round picks to get off D'Lo for a literal worse player than D'Lo and Dorian Finney-Smith, and now you're not enough. You literally made a huge trade where the team gave up almost all of their draft capital, because again, I think they only have 1 first-round pick or something to trade. They gave up 3 seconds. And I know, I get it, seconds don't mean much, but they do when it's 3 of them. And most of all, LeBron, they drafted your kid. They are wasting, whatever about being like, a 55th pick. They're literally wasting a roster spot that could be used on many of the guys in the G League that could actually maybe do a job at center. They are wasting a roster spot on your kid. And now you're saying, we're a piece or 2 away. We're going to stop trying to trade for players and just develop players. It's exactly what they're in a position. Half the teams in the NBA have key pieces from the Lakers roster they refuse to develop chasing star power. You won't ever see Steph. If Rob doesn't make a move at the deadline with a first, it's because he's choosing future over now. Not because the market's tougher, no trade available, any excuse he makes. Yeah, obviously, the team's not going to win now. The team literally needs to trade. They don't even need another superstar. They literally need LeBron to be the 3rd best player on the team. It's the only way they're going to be good is if you get an absolutely superb defensive 3. LeBron plays the 4, AD plays the 5, and you get a really good 1, 2, 3 on defense. Austin Reeves is not that. So you need all-world defenders, the 2 and the 3, which you're not going to get, who are also good offensive players. Like prime Mikal Bridges. You're not trading for prime Mikal Bridges, but you need prime Mikal Bridges. You need prime Mikal Bridges, and you're not going to get him. So, it doesn't really matter what LeBron wants in this scenario. It doesn't matter what Anthony Davis wants. They screwed themselves with the Russell Westbrook trade. They had the team. They had a team there ready to go. To be fair, they also screwed themselves not keeping Alex Caruso. But if you don't make that Russ trade, even with Kuzma, you could have kept KCP and got a really good asset for Kyle Kuzma. At the time, you could have gotten a top quality 3-and-D player for Kyle Kuzma because of his value was relatively high in 2021. And you would have gone into the 2022 NBA season. To be fair, they went in as favourites anyway. But you would have gone into that season and been really good. But no, you swung for the fences, you got Russell Westbrook, and you refused to adapt your game to play with Russell Westbrook at all, LeBron. And AD. AD, by the way, AD's no saint in this either. AD forced through that move to the Lakers 1 year early. If he was dead set on only going to the Lakers, he could have been traded anywhere for a year, then walked to the Lakers in free agency, did what he said he was going to do, and basically did what Kawhi said he was going to do and leave to go to LA. He did it with Toronto and he won a chip and he still left Toronto. But if you're Anthony Davis, you're maybe if you're AD or LeBron, surely it would have been smarter for him to have just, played 1 year wherever New Orleans sent him. Maybe you don't win in 2020, but you then suddenly have Anthony Davis on your roster. You might have to trade Brandon Ingram. You might get some picks from him. And you would suddenly have a roster of, Anthony Davis, LeBron James still at the end of his prime, Lonzo Ball. You would have still had Lonzo. You would have still had Josh Hart. You would have still had a lot of these players. And that team probably goes and wins the 2021 championship. Heck, they might have won the 2022 championship. But LeBron, Clutch, AD, they are people that cannot say we need more help, because the reason why the roster is currently constructed how it is not because of Pelinka, it's because of you guys. It is because of you guys. Like, Pelinka, in his defense, has simultaneously done exactly what LeBron James has asked him to do. Like, again, fired Vogel when LeBron wanted Vogel gone. Fired Darvin Ham when LeBron wanted Darvin Ham gone. Signed his literal podcast co-host and drafted his kid. Pelinka has somehow built a okay team around them while listening to who has been the worst player GM in basketball history. Like, LeBron James, as a GM, has been one of the worst GMs in basketball history, and it's the reason why Pat Riley did what he did. Was LeBron was asking him to literally fire Eric Spoelstra. So, yeah, honestly, at this stage, LeBron just needs to stop. He just needs to stop. He's not winning a championship. He's 40. He should have relegated himself to, let's just try, see if we can get the 4th or 5th seed and hope for the best, because that's the best the Lakers can do. With a 40-year-old, as good as LeBron is, he is still 40, and he's making a max contract. There are 2 players in the history of basketball that have been the 1A or 1B, 3 players in the history of basketball that have been either a 1A or even 1B on a championship team at the age of 35 plus. It was LeBron 5 years ago, and he's way worse than he was then. Jordan, and he was 35, not 40, and Kareem. That's it for the history of the sport, of the NBA. Maybe if we go back to the 50s and 60s, there might have been someone, but yeah, those guys. That was it. So, sorry, you're getting paid max money. Your team can't really take on too much salary. If you did a Duncan, if you did a Dirk to keep your team competitive and took significantly less money, and people were like, oh, he volunteered to take less money for Clay, like $10 million less a year. If LeBron James went and signed a $10 million a year contract of 40, then things obviously open up, but he's making 50 million or 40. They're not doing anything. So anyway, yeah, that is the video. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. And as always, thank you guys for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe.